My video on Tails has been quite popular, so with the new release of the 4.13 version of Tails that came out, I thought I would shoot another quick video of how to set up a virtual machine to run Tails. So Tails runs off a image file or ISO. So the first thing we're going to do is download the ISO. To do that, we click on this link here for Virtual Machines ISO image. And it brings us to this page. We don't want to do the BitTorrent version, or I don't today. You're welcome to. Instead, I'm going to direct download the 4.13 version by clicking this link, and it's going to take a couple of minutes. Okay, so it looks like the Tails ISO is done downloading. So here we're working with Chromium browser today. So I'm just going to click on this drop down arrow and show in folder so I can see it. Now we're going to go over to our Proxmox virtual environment interface and navigate to the location that we store our images. Click on contents and you can see all the different images that I have here. We're going to click on upload and we're going to hit select file. Now we can look here and see kind of where we are, which is going to be the downloads folder. And here's our Tails image. So we can go ahead and upload the image to the Proxmox server. So if you've seen my other Tails videos, you may be noticing that we're on a different system today. Done a few little upgrades for filming. Let me know what you think of them. We're now running a version of Raspberry on an 8 gig Raspberry Pi 4 with a SSD boot drive. The Raspberry Pi has been overclocked to 2 gigahertz and does have an ice tower on it. We've also added some new sound recording equipment, so let me know what you think of that. Alright, so you can see the newest version of Tails, the 4.13 ISO is right here. Now, if I was updating Tails, I would click here, and now under hardware, I would go into CD-ROM and select the new version of Tails and press OK. Now, with that change done, we could start Tails and we can open the console. Okay, so as you can see here, we now have a booted version of Tails. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this down, and for those of you that are viewing this video as a first-time viewer looking to install Tails 4.13, I'm going to show you how we go ahead and set up a VM to boot Tails with the Proxmox virtual environment. So to do that, we're going to click Create VM right here. And it's going to give us the lowest VM ID possible. You can go in and edit this to whatever you want. I'm just going to run it as 100 right now. Actually, let me make it 111. And we can call it whatever we want. Now, if you see where space comes in, how it turns red, that means you have an invalid character. In this case, it's a space. So I'm just going to put a dash 4.13 so that I know this is the newest ISO that we're loading. And then we just hit next. We're going to select the location of the ISO, which is going to be here. Then we hit next. Default graphics card, default SCSI controller are fine. Next. Hard drive. We can just give this, say, a gig. I don't think we have an option for no drive, so this is what I normally do. Then we can go to the CPU. 1 core should be enough. If you want more, you can just turn them up here. Memory, I like to give my installs a gig. Even 2 gigs will be fine. Network, default will be fine for us. And we like everything, so we click finish. Now it's going to go ahead and build the virtual machine. And I want to try something here. So let's find out if we can detach the hard drive. Hit start. Bring up the console. So here we go. There you have it. There is a working, fresh install of Tails 4.13. This is the latest version of Tails that released on November 17th. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, have a good night.